So the first two I'm going to show you here are more a blouse style. And the reason I guess I want to show you these is if you do need to be a little bit more formal without being, suited and booted, a blouse is a really great option. So what I often do is I'm an iron as I go person, but I do usually have one or two blouses already ready to go in the wardrobe just for this sort of reason. If there's a last minute Zoom call that I have to do or a last minute meeting that I wasn't necessarily prepared for that I need to attend so that it's ready to go. And I love this one. This one's from Portman's. It's a sissy V-neck and it's in this beautiful sapphire blue. It's actually down to $25.97 at the moment because they've got 35% off and that's even the sale price. So this one is just available in the extra small at the moment. There are other colours available and there are other styles like this available at other stores as well. And what I really like about it is the neckline. It's got that beautiful V, but it's not too deep. It'd be great to wear with a little pendant as a focal point there as well. And it's something that looks quite relaxed, however, still formal enough and appropriate for a work call. And so it's something that you can wear at home, not feel overly constricted in, but great to pop on if you've got a last minute call. So really love that. Style personality wise, I think you are probably looking for more elegant, feminine, creative, maybe a little bit sultry, but possibly not fitted enough for a sultry. And there's too much happening in the sleeve for a classic. For colour-wise, this is definitely for a cool and muted. Warm and clears can get away with this as well because they do have a couple of those cooler colours in their palette. And dress code, you are really looking at more of a work Zoom meeting, or unless you're having more of a Zoom call that is like drinks, catch up. Next up, I have to say I get quite excited about this. This is a Country Road printed soft popover. It's $139 and it's an antique white with a pink and black creative print, a diagonal print through. So this one is really, really great in terms of really good for a creative, for someone who is perhaps a little bit rebellious or dramatic, or even sultry here in terms of the print, not necessarily the shape. It does have some feminine detail around the shoulder line as well, and especially with that sort of balloon sleeve. So colour palette wise, I'd say this is really great for cool and muted and for sort of medium to lighter cool clears and cool, muted and lights as well. In terms of body shape, this will work for all. If you are a C to D cup and above, you can create space around that bust area by just wearing a pendant over the top. Although I find because of that boxing soft, the neckline is low enough that that will work for most body shapes. And dress code again, I actually do think this works for all online presents. So whether it's work or play with this one, because this is something you could wear with jeans, and it's a great trans-seasonal piece too. Next up, I just want to show you some tees because tees can be a really great way to be really relaxed and comfortable at home, especially if you are homeschooling, because you're interacting with the kids, you're up and down, there's lots happening, and so it needs to be comfortable and practical. So this is the Hilow Longline top. So what I recommend is if you do have to get on a work call with this type of top, it is all about accessorising, either with earrings or layering it with a blazer or a cool scarf or a brooch or something like that to elevate the look from quite casual to smart casual. That's the only difference you have to make to elevate the look, to dress it up and make it a whole different context there. So this one is from Suzanne's. It's the Hilow Longline top. It's $39.95 and it's in a beautiful emerald colour. So it is actually longer at the back and it's got side splits as well. Colour-wise, again, I'd say this is probably more for your cool, although this emerald, I would say it's almost more of a teal and could be quite universal. So there's definitely some more muted that would be able to wear this one too. Body shape wise, it will work for all, even though it has a dropped sleeve head, it is actually on an angle and creates width across that shoulder line. The only thing you'd want to be careful about is where it's hitting on the bust line and whether it's enhancing your bust or not. So that's something to check with this one. Another really good option is a textured knit top, either long sleeve or short sleeve. Again, it's great that it can be layered and also worn by itself and still, I guess, appropriate for a work call as well. You can accessorize it to elevate it even further, or leave it as is if you are in a more casual context. So this is the textured knit top. This is from Zara and it's $39.95. It's available in orange. I'm pretty sure it comes in a couple of other colours as well, so you might want to check that one out. Then what you want to do is also have a look at some blazers. And this is what I will often do. I'll often wear like a t-shirt or a long sleeve tee. And then if I have to record a video or get online for a meeting, I'll often just pop on a blazer because all of a sudden you've elevated the look straight away. I thought this one was super fun. So this one is from Country Road and it is the crop check double-breasted blazer and it's $299. I realise I'm choosing a lot of cooler muteds here, but warmer muteds have had a lot of love and so have warm and clears in our colour combo session. So I have dedicated a little bit more here to our cooler muteds and cool clears. So this one is in a powder blue navy check, and it is got, you know, the 4 buttons and it's a little bit cropped as well, which is really good. So on a video you can leave that open, but you can also do it up as well and layer it with, you know, either your pale blues underneath. You can pick up the black underneath because there's enough happening on the front to enhance colour wise, or you can go for a beautiful off-white underneath that as well. In terms of body shape, this one does appear to be a little bit on the straighter side. It does have a little bit of shaping through the waist, but probably better for your rectangles. But again, that will depend just in terms of how much shaping comes through there and also what you're wearing down the bottom half as well. Although because you're not going to see that, it won't matter so much. And last but not least, I wanted to show you, look, a really great classic option, and this is the jersey blazer from Witchery. And I wanted to show you this one because it's actually jersey. It's really soft fabric. It's going to be super comfy. It's not going to feel too constrictive, and it comes in indigo and also it comes in putty as well. So really 2 great neutrals. This is $199.95, perfect for anyone who is classic, relaxed natural, and also elegant as well. So this is quite different to your normal suit and booted, but still work for a classic as well. In terms of colour palette wise, we are going for our neutrals here, so this will work for every colour palette. And body shape, it is the right shaping for all body shapes. They've got shaping through the waist. It's just the 1 button, so it'll be flattering for rectangles, inverted triangles. The only thing you want to check is the length. Again, if you're sitting down and you're only seeing sort of from the bust up, not so much of an issue. However, you do want to think about the longevity of this going forward as well. So you would just want to check the length. It does sit just below the bottom, which is really flattering for most body shapes, but you will need to think about your leg length. And also, if you are finishing below the bottom, you probably want to go for skinny to straight leg in pants with that. So they are just some of our favourites and just some things to think about in terms of tops to wear when you're hanging out online. Thank you so much for joining me, and please let us know if you have suggestions of what you'd like us to cover during this time. We are open and all ears. So just some ideas, and I know there's heaps and heaps more options out there, and would love you to share some of those too. Take care, everyone. Bye.